2, 3, 4. Happy Sunday morning, I'm Ashley Moore, and welcome into the Prep Rally. But not just any rally, the first state championship Sunday of the year. Yes, it is that time, so why not start with state title golf and the very first 2A golf state championship. And this one took place at the beautiful Rolling Hills in Golden and headed into the final round. It was a tight race with Los Animas' Damian Baca in the lead, shooting a 5 over 76. And he was just one stroke ahead of Golden View Classical Academy sophomore Colin Todd. With a beautiful approach shot here on one, GVCA would take home the overall team title, but to the man who came into the final round tied for 5th, Strasburg's Cameron Gilbert with the tee on 10, he'd par this hole, but thanks to 3 birdies on the front 9 and a 7 over 150 in 2 days, Strasburg senior Cameron Gilbert would surge to the top as your new 2A state golf champion. As he puts it in here, Golden View's David Thompson would be your runner-up. Well, over in 3A in Pueblo, the Evergreen High School boys golf team dominated, placing 4 golfers in the top 7 as they took home the 3A team title, beating runner-up Resurrection Christian by 17 strokes. Evergreen senior Tyler Long would win the individual title with a 9 under 135. Over in Grand Junction for 4A, Cheyenne Mountain sophomore Braden DeStefano led all golfers, turning in a 3 under 68 through the first round. And his team, Cheyenne Mountain, had a 6-stroke lead headed into the final round. And they would hold on, sweeping the 4A competition. And just like this birdie on 18, DeStefano finished with 9 birdies and an eagle in the tournament. We got up with the sophomore state champ after the big win.
I think this year it's gotten a lot more comfortable. I mean, I've played in some big tournaments. I won a big tournament this year, so I think it's just getting used to it and being able to handle the nerves. I think it helps us and gives us a lot of motivation for future years. Next year I think we'll be pretty strong and hopefully just continue winning.
But up in 5A, the trophy just looks bigger than the rest. Same size, but massive respect gained to whoever wins this big boy. And headed into the final round, you see him, Castleview's Gavin Amelia led all golfers with a 5 under 66. And just one stroke behind sat Grandview's Michael Rossman, who you see teeing off. He'd begin and finish the final round back just one stroke, winning runner-up. But back to Amelia, who finished 8th this time last year at state. Here he is approaching his final hole, and this one gets the dribble just past the mark, but to the winning putt we're headed. Amelia would just tap it in to win the 5A state championship, but the best part about this may just be the determination that it took Amelia to get to this point.
Oh man, I mean, back when I was like 5, I watched my cousin win state, and so all I could think about before was just how cool would it be to win state as well and be the 2nd state champ in my family. And it's just amazing. I'm at a loss for words right now.
But for the team title, who else than Cherry Creek? Creek was the day 1 leader with Valor Christian 2 strokes back, but the Bruins would hold on, winning their first golf title since 1981 and their 9th total, tying Regis Jesuit and Kent Denver for the most all-time boys golf team titles. But who wants more football? This girl right here, so let's get to it. The 1-loss Chatfield Chargers taking on the new league foe, Denver East Angels. And in the first half, it was all Chatfield. Quarterback Cash Williams sends a dart to Jaden Zeller to go up 7-0. All right, so East now, backed up in their own end zone. The Angels fumble, and the Chargers fall on it for the safety. All right, so East will try again with a lot more room. Sean Campbell this time powers around the edge and in for the touchdown. Look at him go. But back to Chatfield. Senior linebacker Caleb Espinoza takes the direct snap on the 1 for the big boy score and celebrates like it was his first one ever. But that celebration wouldn't last long. East would go down, but come back and win 29-26. But how about one play to showcase the dominance of the Fossil Ridge defense? Rocky Mountain quarterback throws a pass, but it's high and right into the hands of Tegan Slattery. He turns on the burners and watch as the gap widens. Sabercats win 47, but what a play for the pick 6. But how about some 2A football? The undefeated #3 Basalt Longhorns taking on the Coal Ridge Titans as Longhorn QB Carson Schneider sends one downfield to Taylor Hayes for a 35-yard touchdown. Coal Ridge now looking to go mano-a-mano but has no chance. Cody Barton and Ryan Ferreira come up with the sack as Basalt remains undefeated 42-7. But last but not least, it was a top 10 matchup at Jeffco Stadium as the #3 Columbine Rebels took on the #9 Arvada West Wildcats. First offensive play of the game for the Rebels when running back Mark Snyder gets stood up, but emerges from the pile and breaks free from the 50 to the 40 to the 30. And this Columbine running attack is what haunted houses are made of. Scary. Snyder with an 82-yard touchdown run. A West ball now. QB Logan Duachek looking to make something shake when he launches it downfield to Keegan Balistreri in the corner of the end zone, and the placement was perfect. Columbine, though, at the 20, and you know what that means. Toss back to James Bassinger, who will not be denied. He stiff arms one, and then watch this. Geronimo! Tough touch, but to the game sealer. A West with the pass, but Cameron Powell gets the interception to seal the game. Rebels had 3 picks Friday, beating A West 35-14.
I think this might be our toughest test of the year so far. Legend was a tough test, and, we had a couple. East was a tough test, and we never worry about what the score is, but how hard the other team plays. And they played a hard game, and they beat us up, but we beat them up too. We beat them right back, and that's what we do over here at Columbine.
Hey, you gotta love it. Well, as we near the end of the volleyball season and gear up for the playoffs, one senior has had one heck of a mark for the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles. We're talking about outside hitter Bridget Malone, and if her last name sounds familiar, just think about your favorite NBA team.
My goal for my senior year was be so good that you can't be denied first team All-State.
Mountain Vista's Bridget Malone is one of the deadliest outside hitters in the state. She also just happens to be the daughter of Nuggets coach Michael Malone.
Supporting her, going to her games. My wife, she hates when, she doesn't even want to sit next to me at the games because I get into it. I have a hard time not. I just can't sit there and do the golf clap.
And being that the Nuggets are the hottest ticket in town,
I think my sophomore year, I remember getting kind of the daddy's money, the Nuggets suck, that kind of stuff when we'd play away games. But I think now I've gotten used to it, and I just think it's funny. It's nothing that bothers me.
But to the obvious question, when did she know basketball wasn't for her?
Early, even before middle school, I was I'm done. I didn't enjoy it. It was fun, certain things, but I would always I'd foul out. It was just, I don't know, it was just not for me.
I'm actually really thankful they didn't play basketball because I'm a mess at volleyball games. I can only imagine how it'd be at a basketball game.
Bridget leads the Golden Eagles in hitting percentage, kills per set, and overall kills this season, blazing her own trail.
Finding my own identity and living outside of my dad's shadow was kind of hard for a while. And I really think that volleyball gave me the perfect opportunity to become my own person. And I feel I went from being known as the coach's daughter as being known as oh yeah, Bridget Malone plays volleyball, going to North Carolina.
Headed to one of the most prolific universities in the country, ironically known for basketball.
And so yeah, it was just kind of a dream school, and they gave me the opportunity to play there, and I 100% knew that that's where I wanted to go.
Already a national champion, hoping for a state title next.
I walk out of the gym every night just with so much pride, looking at her and seeing her do the things that she's doing. And I just hope they continue to have the season that they're having.
A bittersweet season for Malone's senior year.
Mountain Vista Volleyball has totally been such a huge part in my identity and making me who I am. And so it's sad, but I'm excited to see what's to come.
Well, it's that time again to announce this week's Honor Roll winner. Every week, we ask you at home to vote for your favorite top play. And this week, that was Deacon Downing, who plays the Grinch just before Christmas. Downing ripping the ball out of the receiver's hands for the pick and with a good return. So congrats, Deacon. But remember, we can't be everywhere. So if you're ever out of the game and see something you'd like featured on the Prep Rally, just send it over. That's all, folks. I'm Ashley Moore, and we'll see you next time right here on the 9 News Prep Rally.